Hey everyone, Big Pauly back for a brand new movie review. Yes, back to review a Guanghu film, The 800. Yes, been looking forward to watching this for quite a while now. A historical epic that beat Tenet at the box office. I'll tell you why in a minute. But yeah, let's talk about it. Okay, so as it states on the front of the box, it's the historical epic that beat Tenet at the box office. It's from the acclaimed director Guanghu. The 800 scored big at the global box office to become the highest grossing film of 2020. Now, considering that there was bugger all released in 2020, it doesn't surprise me that this film released in China scored big. But anyway, what did I think of the film? So this probably is a little known story. You know, we hear all about the war stories from World War II. This actually happened in 1937. So the Second World War hit China and Japan before it hit anyone else. And this is the story of advancing Japanese forces on Shanghai. And it's about 800 Chinese soldiers. Well, not exactly that many, but it is explained in the film why. And their job is to guard this warehouse, to set up base in this warehouse to protect Shanghai from these oncoming Japanese soldiers. Now, what's really weird about it, it does have a Saving Private Ryan feel to it. Many of the battle scenes are very reminiscent of the battle scenes in Saving Private Ryan. There is intense battle, there is blood, there is body limbs, all the usual stuff that you would find in a war film. But if you look out the window on the opposite side of this warehouse, you have a river, and then you have the rest of Shanghai looking like Las Vegas. And everybody's dancing, playing cards, staying in hotels, having a good old jolly knees up, probably with some popcorn and some fireworks. Whereas all the soldiers in this warehouse are getting slaughtered. So it's a bit weird, but it really happened. The whole incident happened over about 4 nights in real life. And it kind of drags it out a little bit, obviously, to make the run time 2.5 hours. If you look at the historical side of this, it's slightly inaccurate because I believe there was only about 10 Chinese soldiers actually killed in this warehouse, whereas the film makes it look like about 100 or so were killed. So from a historical standpoint, it's not quite accurate. I'm sure they beefed it up for box office takings and to give it a bit more of a, an impact. The choreography on the film is absolutely fantastic. First rate, right up there with Saving Private Ryan and many other war films like Hacksaw Ridge. It just looks absolutely gorgeous. There are beautiful scenes. There's intense battle scenes, everything from knife play to guns to bombs to gas. They just go all out with these soldiers and the situations that they're putting them in. There's hand-to-hand combat and all stuff like that. Now, the main thing that you need to know is that it is Chinese. So it is in Chinese and you have subtitles. There is no English dub. For most part of the film, it was pretty much okay. The first kind of like hour to the film, the subtitles were moving really fast because they were all in a hurry and they were all rushing and one person was going to another. There was a lot of dialogue coming up, and if you so much as blink, you'd probably lose a line of dialogue. So you have to stay with these subtitles. It does ease up as the film goes, as the soldiers get more exhausted. But at the beginning, the first half hour to an hour, it is really frantic on the subtitles. The picture quality is absolutely incredible. This is a Blu-ray. You could mistake this to be a 4K. It upscales on a 4K player fantastically. The colours look great. I know it's a very gritty colour. It's kind of like, you know, the sepia, Saving Private Ryan, war type colours. There are some bright reds in there for blood and that, but the detail is immense. There is hardly any grain in this film. It's so clean, and the blacks are really black. So yeah, you could mistake it for a 4K. It is a really great HD transfer. Now the film is 2.5 hours long. It is 2:35:1 format, and it has a DTS HD Master Audio soundtrack, which did upscale it to Neuro X on my Denon amp. The sound was fantastic, proper war, bullets ricocheting everywhere, bombs going, people screaming all the way around you. Really deep bass with the subwoofer, with the bombs going off. Dialogue, fantastic. Couldn't fault the soundtrack at all. The picture and sound on this was fantastic. I couldn't pick anything out that was really bad. Now the Blu-ray does contain some special features, including a behind-the-scenes featurettes, big production, hero, Southside, wolf, dog, cat, international trailer, theatrical trailer, reversible sleeve, and also a music video. Yes, we get a Chinese version of My Heart Will Go On as the credits play out. But yeah, it was a really good war film. It was really intense. I know there's a lot of politics in this, and I've read some of the reviews, and there's a lot of people complaining about if you believe Chinese propaganda and all that kind of shit. But if you go into this film just looking for a war film and just get wrapped up with the situation and these characters, then yeah, it's a pretty good war film. The characters are great. The acting is really good, and you get to know these soldiers, these Chinese soldiers. So all in all, yeah, I had fun with it. It was brutal in some places, Saving Private Ryan-esque, but it was a really good war film. So how would I rate the 800 on a scale of 1 to 10? I'm going to give it 7 smashed warehouse windows out of 10. Yeah, I had fun. It's not up there with Saving Private Ryan. It's a good effort. It is just as violent, and the cinematography is fantastic. It just was a really entertaining war film, but not an absolute classic. So that is my review of the 800. I hope you enjoyed the review. Like it by giving it some thumbs up. Yeah, that's enough of that, Paul. Like the video. If you've seen the film, stick it down in the comments. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Did you keep up with the subtitles? And I shall see you on the next review very soon. Bye!